So you probably clicked on this video because you want to learn how to use a shotgun, and the lobby is being dominated right now by shotgunners. You might be using an SMG and then you're close to an enemy in a close range fight, and it takes a one tap to send you back to the lobby. Don't skip even a second on this video because I'm going to be showing you how to use the shotgun effectively and also the settings you need to turn on and turn off. Sit tight and don't skip even a second of this video. The first thing you're going to do is to turn on your always sprint setting. Go to settings, go to basic, and then just follow the process you're seeing on the screen. Once you find always sprint setting, make sure it's turned on and your sensitivity is on 100. So this will help you move freely and it will reduce your chances of crouching while using a shotgun. This particular setting is very important. And here's what it looks like when your always sprint is turned off and your sensitivity is on 0. When your always sprint is turned off, there's a 98% chance you're going to crouch while using a shotgun. So it's very important to keep your always sprint turned on and also the sensitivity on 100. Second thing you need to do is to go to your settings, go to basic, and turn off fixed joystick. Because if it's on, this is what happens. Your joystick doesn't move from the position it is, and your hand can actually touch anywhere at any time when you're in the battlefield. So I would advise you go to your basic settings and make sure your fixed joystick is off. So this way you can actually click anywhere on the left hand side and your joystick is going to appear there. With this, you also have a smooth movement while using a shotgun. Here's the top tip. Your joystick size also matters. So go to settings, custom layout, and then here's your joystick size. If you're using an iPad, then you can increase the size to 100 or 150. But if you're using a normal smartphone, then I will advise you use the scale 75. The next tip is to turn on your wall transparency. So you have to go to settings, click on basic, then turn on your wall transparency. So it is written here, transparentize play and near obstruction in TPP. Make sure this is turned on. This makes your body transparent when you're against the wall in order to make your visual much more better. So the next one on the list is the FOV settings. So go to settings, click on basic, and then scroll down to find the FOV. Find the FOV setting, make sure they are all maxed. This FOV setting enables you to have a full view while using a shotgun, and this is very important if you want to start using a shotgun. But you need a very good device because your phone starts hitting when it's on max. So this is what it looks like when the FOV is not on max. So this is what it looks like without your FOV being max. You don't get a full view of your player and it's not actually looking good for a shotgun. So you need to go back and make sure FOV is maxed. So the next is your sensitivity setting, and this has to do with your screen sensitivity and how fast your screen responds. So go to settings and then click on sensitivity. I will advise you to use the fixed speed sensitivity, and then you tweak all this so you find a good sensitivity for yourself. I'm actually using a very high sensitivity right now, and that's because it's something I'm used to. So you need to tweak all this to get something you're actually comfortable with, but make sure you're using fixed speed sensitivity and keep playing around with the settings until you get the right numbers for you. And if you feel you could actually use the same sensitivity or you want to try out my sensitivity, feel free to copy it. So the next thing you need to do is actually turn on your damage number. So we have to go to settings, go to basic, and then scroll down until you find damage number. Then what you have to do is to turn on the damage number and make sure the damage number transparency is on 100. So what this does is that whenever you're actually shooting an enemy with a shotgun, it actually shows you the damage it's dealing. You could actually see the numbers whenever you shoot. Shotgun is very tricky. You should know when to actually slide. So you should know when you're not dealing a good damage, and you should know when to actually retreat from a fight, and you should know when you're close to dropping an enemy if you don't just one tap them. So the crosshair placement has to do with your aim. It's how fast you react whenever the cycle is on the enemy. That's why I gave you a sensitivity setting, because it plays a huge part when it comes to your aim. You should learn to react fast as you can whenever the cycle is on the enemy. While sliding, while running, while jumping, you have to react very fast immediately your cycle is on the enemy. I'm sorry, I'm using the word cycle. Crosshair. And these are the best mods you can actually use on the shotgun. Fast ADS, that's if you're a quickscoper, and also long range. Long range is very important because you can actually deal a very high damage even if you're not close to an enemy. So this is how it looks like without a long range. And let me equip it, and then here's what it looks like. You can actually kill an enemy from this range with just a shot. It's actually possible. And I'm dealing more high damage from this range. And here's the most important shotgun tips you need. You need to practice. You don't just pick up a shotgun and then you get killed and you decide you don't want to pick it up again because you're not good at it. You need to keep picking it up. It's a game. Once you die, you can actually restart the game. So keep using it and keep practicing. That way you get better. That's all for now. Bye, soldiers.
Till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on